look. Yep, that should be us live right now. So let's see if all is well. Let me just move the messages slightly. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong with this right now. Wait for a few people to come on here. Then we're going to obviously talk about the channel. We'll go on about that and see how we get on. So I'll just write something on here. Perfect. Right, let me see how it's looking on there. Just have to have a play with it for a bit. 1 second, and then we get started on to what is going on with the channel and so forth. So just get onto it. Let's have a look. Alright, perfect. So actually on the stream you can see what's going on. I'll try and keep up to date with the chats and stuff like that. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to talk a bit about why I've made this channel, how important it is that CTF Motivation is promoted and what it's really all about. And that's really the aim of this brief talk that I'm going to do. And it's to run through the live feed and just see how we get on, to be fair. So thank you, Simon. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate it. Right, okay, so I'm going to go over some bits. So the channel CTF itself, chewing the fat motivation. Chewing the fat comes from, well, I first heard chewing the fat was basically something that came up in the military, and it was a term used for when you sat round together, a load of blokes, and you just basically chatted about all things, everything you can think of, and we used to call it chewing the fat. So I thought it was quite relevant to actually make a channel that was chewing the fat motivation, and I thought that would be really, really good sort of name to use. It is not just a military based channel, and that's really what is really most important about all this. It is about the time that we're sitting in now in 2021, 20, sorry, not 21, I wish it was, alright, 20, and it's about us overcoming, and something that I've learned along the way, so I'm going to go through that. So CTF Motivation is about a community that helps each other by helping itself. So you as an individual improve your lifestyle, you then share the improvements to then get motivation from helping others, and in that way it stems in this kind of routine that actually, alright, helps everybody else. So it's like a chain of events, if you like. It's not a fitness channel. Let's just get that out of the way, okay? It's a motivation channel. So you don't have to be a gym goer, all right? That's not what this is about. This is not about necessarily training. The reason I do videos that are catered towards it is that is how I find my inner peace and how I am finding a much better life is through fitness. Some people do it through other things, fishing, whatever it may be, just general walking, okay, whatever it may be. All right, and that's the whole point of the channel. It's not about actually outdoing people or anything like that. So it was made, right, I got to admit, because this year, okay, I had enough. I had it up to here of my own personal life. Okay, I had it up to here of all the friends that I had lost, all right, along the way, which has just been devastating this year, last year, the year before that, and the year before that. And something really sort of tragic happened this year that was to one of my good friends who unfortunately took his own life, basically. That's been 2 this year. One was a good friend of mine. And what that really resulted in is this channel, if you like. And I'm not using that circumstance to promote this channel in any way, shape or form, so do not take it the wrong way. But this channel was made because I realised something very important. One thing I'm going to explain to people here, right, is we all sit in these collective bubbles online, and these collective bubbles, all right, build negativity. Now, whether it's involved in whatever, this channel does not involve as well just while we're at this point, religion or politics at all. Okay, but we sit in these bubbles. Whatever it's about, everything's quite negative. The mainstream media, everything is pure negative. It is designed to be negative. It is designed to make you stay at home, okay, drink, become addicted to certain things, spend money. That money then goes back into the system, all right, and you are then more of a sheep, if you like. So you get up, you go to work, you come home, you drink, and this is what happens. It completely is that kind of contrast, and that's what the system, whether it's purposely or not, like I said, this is not political, is made to do that. So I realised that sitting in these bubbles, in these little cells that we sit in everywhere, all right, subconsciously. So you might have 300 Facebook friends. They're the only people you see on Facebook, for example, that you share news articles with, that you share negativity with. But reversing that, you could have 300 positive people that are built around motivational momentum or motivational, let's say, psychology. And your circle then will become more, let's say, better for your well-being. A lot of this does stem down to, all right, it 100% stems down to, okay, social media. I truly and utterly believe it, all right. I come from the veterans background, which there is a lot of people that have taken their own lives, especially from the Afghanistan conflict. And like I said, this channel was built upon, I've seen too many of my brothers take their own lives. So I thought it's time to make a channel and use skills that will improve myself, but also improve other people's lives, and at the same time will promote me to train. So every time I get up now to train, every time I get up to do something, film something, drive 2 or 3 hours to go and climb up that hill or do whatever, people might think, well, that's mental, but it's not, because this is actually helping others. All right, this is what it's about. Okay, it's helping others. Yeah. Now, just while we're going on to all this, I just want to reiterate there, and I just want to say there, Carrie, Simon, thank you for tuning in. You know, this whole project, if you like, is about non-religious, non-political terms. The reason why I've removed them is not because I do not realise what is going on in the world. Now, I think we all do. We're not stupid, and general people are not actually as stupid as people think. They're generally not. All right, they are moving round these social media circles, trying to get away from it all. And this channel's not about escaping all that. Okay, it's not about running away from it. This is more about, all right, being positive in life. You, without health, positivity, and affecting your own community, improving others around you, you have nothing to stand on anyway. You're fighting a lost battle straight away. You know, there's a few things that I can, you know, talk about and say, you know, debate about, but that is very clear. If you do not have a foundation of a strong community, you can't do anything. You cannot improve yourselves, right? And so that is why this is built. So the whole philosophy of adapt and overcome. At the moment, we've got COVID-19, okay? And there's been just so much absolute disaster, i.e. mental health issues, all right? People are not sure what's going on. People are anxious, okay? I get it, all right? People are nervous in ways. People are not feeling so good to actually start training. They're feeling like, you know what, there's no point in starting training because gyms are going to close tomorrow. That's the normal thing that I hear. Or do you know what? What's the point in me exercising? I'll do it when COVID's over, or I'll do it next year when Christmas comes. Let me tell you now, if I had done that, I'd be dead, and that's the truth of it. And that isn't for this channel. I would be dead. I suffered from a heavy addiction of alcohol. Okay, where I was drinking up to easily a litre of vodka per day, and I would still train. I would still go running. Yeah, that's because I was basically trying to fight something and justify what I was doing. All right, so I was trying to justify it by running, And then I was trying to say, all right, that's all right. I've done my bit of exercise. I can drink a litre of vodka. And I was going through that daily, for a number of years. This is what people need to understand, yeah? Why this channel is so important. So important. Not just for myself, but for others. I was going through that for years. When I lived abroad, the lifestyle that I had, when I was a security contractor, okay, coming back as a volunteer fighting against ISIS, all these things that I've done, I came back, I resorted to alcohol, and that's everything. You know, that was my life, my secret life. All right, and I got to a point where, with what happened to my friend quite recently this year, I thought, no, I can't carry that on. Okay, I can't. And ever since then, obviously after that event, I was very, you know, in all sorts of ways, you know, drinking a hell of a lot. But then I just sort of literally woke up one morning and went, this is enough. I can't carry on doing this. And I've stopped alcohol. I don't drink any alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't take anything. I don't put any toxins in my body. And the best thing I ever did was do that. It is the hardest journey you'll probably ever take. And I'm not a psychologist, and this channel's not here to, you know, work out how people think. All right? This is the simplest philosophy you will find in CTF Motivation, and what the brand itself is. And when I mention brand, let's just put something straight here before, you know, people with a negative mindset start kicking in. Let me just put this to people, that this is non-profit, this will never be a charity, and I don't want a penny. All right? I don't want anything. Nothing. Nada. Okay? All I want you to do is share the content. Yeah? And subscribe and like or dislike if you dislike the video. You know, we need truth. Okay? And that's it. I don't want anything from anybody, because you're already giving me everything that I need. And that is for me to get up every morning and through this channel improve myself to hopefully inspire others. And I know, because I've been on the phone this week, all right, just this week, to people that it's inspired. It might not be a huge channel at the moment, it's only just started, but they're out there doing things. And that's a huge step in the right direction. Huge. Just read that from Booze is the Destroyer. It messed my health up and I got off it by putting effort into the other stuff. Exactly, Simon. There you go. And let me tell you, it's a huge thing. Just going back to the alcohol thing, it's a huge thing. All right, massive part of British culture is drinking, and there's nothing wrong. I'm not going to sit here and start slating people that drink. If you can enjoy it and control your drinking, yeah, good on you. All right, there's nothing wrong with it. But the problem I have is I can't. There's one thing that I can't. Yeah, I have to have it daily. And that's where I just went no. And I just went full pelt into training and into changing my life. And it, like I say, was the best thing I've ever done. So the philosophy, just quickly going back to it, of chewing the fat motivation. This is the philosophy. And it's such a simple channel. I don't want to make it too technical. And I don't want to make it like other channels on YouTube, where I'm sitting there going, yeah, come on, let's get out there. And no, you have to find your own motivational voice in here. That's down to you. Okay, you've got to put effort in this channel. All right, but what this channel does is it gets people to share their journeys through change. And I'm telling you, don't wait till Christmas. The change happens today, it doesn't happen tomorrow. That's one thing I've definitely learned, all right, throughout my life. And you've got to remember, when I was running, for example, ultra marathons, I even was drinking heavy then. Not even that could stop me. And I ran like 650 kilometres in 7 weeks. Every weekend I'd done an ultra marathon. And not even that could stop me. So my concerns when I first started this journey were, will it really stop me? You know? Will it really stop me? Just checking, the time has just said it's gone. Hang on. Just checking. Sorry. I think it's back. Just let me know if it's back on. It looks like it is because I'm seeing it from here. So I thought to myself, am I going to make this journey? Am I going to be able to overcome the things that I was facing? Right, cool. Cheers, Simon. And what was interesting is throughout the journey is that I've found that a good friend of mine who had a really serious addiction problem many moons ago, all right, I found that he said something really prominent to me, and it's something that cannot be taken as just words, and that is day by day, and that's how I literally take it. Now I've got to a point now where I feel good, feeling good, and I'm actually addicted to feeling good. You know, I've replaced alcohol on weekends with a soft drink. You know, I don't think I could go to a pub, if I'm honest with you, and have a night out. I think they're gone. You know, I'm near 40 now anyway. It's not really like the big thing on my list to do. But, you know, I don't feel like I could do that. But I do feel like I'm fine without alcohol, you know. But I do realise the battle is every day. So this channel is so important. Out of all the projects I've done throughout my time, okay, I've come up with all sorts of people that followed me for a long time. All right, this is so important because if I can help one or two people and them not be a statistic, okay, like the 15 brothers that I've lost throughout volunteering, the security industry, all right, and we're talking about mental health issues here and the military, yeah, I have done my job that I needed to do while walking this earth. So I need people to share this, subscribe to it, and really understand it. The message is simple, as I said. It is not complex. You adapt and overcome in all your environment. That means if those gyms close tomorrow, then I've got plan B. All right, I've got a sandbag full up with dirt that I train with. You know, or adapt my training to a lot more hill running. Okay, that's how this works. And adapt and overcome doesn't just lie in training. It lies in everyday ventures that you do. So if you adapt and overcome, you're in your workplace and you want to become a manager, then adapt and overcome. Find a way. Find an honourable way with integrity. And find that way that will get you to the path of which you want to follow throughout your career. Adapt and overcome is irrelevant to everything. Is relevant to everything you can think of. If you can adapt and overcome in everything you do, you're laughing. So now, the way I try and see it, okay, without any religious term, without anything, is that in my mind, all right, I lock my, just for example, I chuck my keys in there because I've got an old car. I shut the door, all right, and the keys are locked in, or in the boot, should we say, yeah, but the front bit's locked, and the boot, and I've shut it, and my keys are locked in. Adapt and overcome. I will get over that solution, whereas before I would have gone mental, probably smashed up the car, whatever, you know, I would have just gone mad. All right, that is everyday principle, and that's a philosophy of this channel, and that's why I say to people, you know, whatever level you're at, I'm not competing with you. There's guys out there who do a hell of a lot than me. Okay, I don't care as long as I'm maxing out in what I'm doing for here. I'm happy with that. If fishing is that, you know, point that helps this, happy days. Okay, I use gym and I talk about gyms and I use examples like I did the other day with going up Penny Fan that I haven't done for 10 years. All right, I do them as examples because they're my way of adapting and overcoming in this life. You have to feel your way and understand your way. And one thing I've definitely learned, all right, if you want to change your life, you must look in the mirror and write down everything that is wrong with you and be brutally honest with yourselves. Because in this life we live in this I can never say the word, in this, okay, modern day life, let's use that term, all right, that we live in, we have to be brutally honest to ourselves. What are we doing? Why are we here? And what do we want to achieve? Small steps, okay, honestly, small steps are what will reach you the bigger goals that you need to achieve. If your bigger goal was to, I don't know, spell better. For me, I'm dyslexic. Yeah, so I start to learn and read more. All right, I start to do more spellings. Okay, even at the age of coming up to 40, near 40, I do that. All right, I learn more about history, learn more about things that I might not know. Learn things about, I've always been interested for some reason in the stock market. Learn things about that. Yeah, I'm doing a course on things like cyber security. Learn things like that. I'm not even that good with computers. See what I mean? Okay, doing stuff that's outside your comfort zone is so important. And this channel's about that. And I'm not going to harp too much on about it, but what I will say is, okay, this is non-profit, nothing. But what I will say to people is, if you have a story and you dig deep, okay, I'm getting some t-shirts made. And it might not mean much to you. It means a lot to me. All right, you'll get a t-shirt and I'll give you that t-shirt to say you are part of that. You're a part of Chewing the Fat Motivation Club. Okay, for grinding in your everyday life. That's what it's about. And then you share that story if you wish, or you inspire others. You don't have to do it on film. You do it in your community. And through that chain of events, things will improve. You see, it's only the people that can improve their environment. We're all relying on somebody else to improve your environment. That's no good if you're sitting indoors. Okay, relying on others to improve your environment doesn't do anything for anybody. You have to improve your environment. You can only do that, okay, through self-motivation. Just read this by Simon. As you know, Tim, learn to play keeps the mind busy. Learn how to... Busy mind doing what you like is a happy mind. And exactly like Simon said there, I've actually got it on here, sorry mate. Like Simon said there, it's a perfect example. All right, you know, things like that. Busy mind, keep yourself active. Don't get too bored. Okay, I've worked 7 days a week for quite a while now. I'm currently on a 2-week holiday. All right, and I've kept myself busy. I'm training. I'm doing everything I can. All right, to not put drink down my neck. Okay, to improve lives of others. Every time I get in that gym and I feel like today, telling you now, I spoke to someone else as well who's connected to the channel. I just want a big shout out to Jay, who's done so much for the channel. You probably saw some of his videos. He's on a real journey, and he's shared a lot of his stuff on there. I will be doing a chat with him at some point on a live, and that's going to be really cool. And he's a man with experience, mountaineering experience, and has come through some real journeys. And I'll let him explain that. And that's going to be part of this channel as well. If people wish to have a chat, I don't want to call it an interview, but a chat in a good setup and stuff, and we'll have a chat about your journey, to share with others about how we can really overcome. It's okay, you know, I found like going on YouTube and you click in motivation and you watch all this motivational stuff, and it's brilliant. People like David Goggins are phenomenal. Probably one of my, I like brutality motivation. Okay, I realise on this channel we try and bring it as a collective, but that's how I see it. You have to be brutal. Look in that mirror, you know, like really identify what's wrong with yourself and be brutally honest. Don't lie to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, you know. That's the sort of philosophy he comes with. And his stuff is phenomenal. But there's nothing out there that's a collective of people that are tight-knit, that can talk together, that can share, okay, new ideas, new things, you know, inspire each other in the communities they live in to do better. Let's be honest, how many of us in this lifetime have been in a time of our life, if not now, where your mundane life, yeah, you're like, I don't know, say you're Monday to Friday, it might be different for everybody, but say Monday to Friday is 9 to 5, for example. You get up, you go to work, you go home, you eat dinner, you go watch some crap on TV, and you go to bed, yeah? That ain't living. You exist. And people think living is having loads of money. Okay? It isn't. You need, living is having loads of money, and it isn't about that. I know, there's people with loads of money. I've had loads of money working in private security. What is a lot of money to me anyway? I've been on 350 quid a day continuously. All right, but did that make me happy? No. Am I in a better frame of mind now than I probably ever have been? Yes. And that's because I cut out alcohol. And that is what's key. That is key. Let's have a look at what Carrie's saying here. Nice one. I've friend you. As well, I just want a big shout out to Carrie as well, who's done some great stuff for the channel. Thank you, brother, for helping me out with it. And like I say, it's going to take time for this to grow. The philosophy is simple. Okay, this is built around, unfortunately, devastating events that have gone on in my life, and I'm sure I will come across other people and have come across other people that have faced devastating events in their life. And I just want to say that this channel's for you. All right, this channel is for all of us to improve through CTF Motivation, chewing the fat. Just remember this, we are on Telegram, alright? That Telegram channel, basically, so you can keep up to date with things. There's more coming from us. There's chats we're going to be doing, a lot of crazy events, obviously, to keep you guys sort of inspired. And like I said the other day, the thing with the fan that I've done the other day, the penny fan, the fan dance, the SS selection, I haven't done that for 10 years. And last time I done it, I done pre-selection. Now, just to clarify for people that are watching this, I've never ever been special forces, all right? Just before people start, thinking I'm bloating like some people do, all right? I've never been special forces. I was a regular soldier, I served in the Grenadier Guards. And I did go for pre-selection, so that's a test week before you go for selection. And that's when last time I think I'd done the penny fan. I'd done the fan dance, and that was like roughly 10 years ago. About that, 2010, I believe I'd done it. And I'd done it the other day, and it was a howler. Yeah, it was mental. Okay, and I drove 2 hours there to go do it 2 hours back, but I done it. And like I said, these things ain't about time either. I've done it in the right time, but it's not about that. Okay, it's not about showing off. It's not about any of that. I wanted to prove to people the spontaneous, things as well are good in fitness. Routine I hate. All right, people say you need to train. There is certain elements in training you need a routine, but I'm telling you now, you need to do spontaneous things throughout your life, throughout fitness, whatever it may be, any branch, it needs to be done to show yourself. Do you know what? That's mega. Like, I could have just gone and done a regular leg day in the gym. And I've just gone, well, that was a leg day. I can't walk the next day, but that was a leg day. But I thought, no, I'll go and do the penny fan for my leg day. All right? And I've done some legs before that as well. But that's another story. But you know what I mean? And that mixed it up. That mixed it up. Okay? And that's what it's about. Is mixing it up. Right? Keeping it spontaneous. And keeping the motivation going. You will achieve. Any of you. And it's down to your own grit. If you want it, you'll do it. I'm not even there yet. I haven't even got over the starting line. But this channel's going to help me and it's going to help you. God damn it. Alright? So, I've talked about most things there. It's just a community. Helping each other to help. By helping yourself, you're helping somebody else. That's a pretty easy equation to work out. By helping yourself, you're going to help somebody else. I guarantee it. You will. Because the people in your circle, without even being on social media, will look to you and go, do you know what? You've seen such and such. They look a lot happier. Or they look a bit more relaxed. Or, God, they've lost the weight they wanted to lose. Or, oh, he's bulking up a bit. He looks a lot more trimmer. And, okay, it's not about looks. But the fact is you're motivating people. That's what humanity is about. I don't want to go there. But humanity, when people talk about humanity, All right, it's about helping one another, right? So that's what that's about. By being an example within your community, you will change the aspect of your life and their life. You cannot lose in the simplest of equations, and that is CTF motivation. Equation is this: adapt, overcome. That's a philosophy. You know what you do? It's very easy. Okay, improve your lifestyle, take out the bad things, look into the mirror, write down what's wrong, improve on those things, and then go forward. You will slip up, you will fail. There was a video the other day by Jay, you will fail. He even expressed it. And he is right. Because if you're not failing, your goals are way, way, way too simple. How many times I've failed? More than I can ever imagine. And I've always overcome. Okay? You have to. You have no choice. You got one life, you got one chance. Alright? Believe me. Okay? And you have to take that chance and make it the best you can to improve other people's lives. If not, do it for your family. If not, okay, do it for the generations that are coming up. That is what you need to do, because we must inspire them to improve themselves. Too much these days, people rely on other people to change their lives. It's time for you to get involved in CTF motivation and improve your life by helping others. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, remember these things: adapt and overcome. Go forward with your life. All right, and stay tuned to this channel. Please subscribe, like. I put a lot of effort into this. This was actually a test run live. It will stay up for a bit, but it will probably be removed, and I'll do a proper live when I've got a proper sort of setup. I just wanted to explain a few things to a few people, and it seems to have gone all right. I will see how it all ends up. And like I said, thank you for tuning in, guys. Just going to read some of this. Down, most definitely be suffering our own way. Not discussing it. Yeah. Telling you. And guys, please, you know, by seeing that, what I see there, we've helped other people. This is not to stroke my own ego, okay? And this is not about you either having your own ego with it. It's just the fact that it's nature. Okay, nature is, if you help yourself and you help others, no one's losing. Because in this life, too many people, all right, are doing it for their own cause, for their own well-being. So if that is the case, okay, do it in a positive light and help yourself to help others. That's how I see it. And in that way, nothing can go wrong. And nothing will go wrong. Okay, like I said, this is not a channel for, you know, yeah, I'm not an expert, I'm not a counsellor or a psychiatrist, but I have life experience, and I'm telling you, okay, this is the way forward. Adapt, overcome, all right? And this ain't about running miles, this ain't about pumping iron in the gym constantly, okay? That's the way I deal with these things, because in all the elements, I have an addictive personality, of which I've used for positive now. And that addictive personality won't go from me. So I've turned it to a positive. Okay? But other people have different ways of doing things. So stay in touch. CTF Motivation. That is me signing off. Thank you for listening. Okay? And God bless. Remember, take your headspace out of this world and out of the TV. And I'm pointing over there because there's a TV in front of me. Out of the plastic box in your front room. Start to change your life. The odd walk. 10-minute walk. Okay, you watch that in adverts when you're watching a soap opera. You spend 10 minutes watching adverts. Turn that into a walk. Start there. Then move forward. Thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.